Hello friends, welcome to my channel Praveen Karlapudi. In this today's session we are going to learn how to balance a chemical equation. We can learn balancing of a chemical equation in this video. Let's start with a small equation. Okay, H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. Let's take this small example to learn. Now there are some steps to follow and balance the equation. Okay, to understand this clearly, I will tell you a small trick. Draw a small table like this. Next, for headings, elements. Okay, next, left hand side and right hand side. Okay, these two are left hand side, means reactants. I think you all know these two are reactants, and by the chemical reaction between them we got something new that is written on the right side after the arrow mark. We call that arrow mark as gives rise to. Okay, H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. H2 and O2 are reactants, H2O is product. Okay, remember this. H2 and O2 are left hand side. Yes or no? H2 and O2 are left hand side. Means we shall write LHS, and H2O is on right side, means right hand side, RHS. Okay, let's draw a line. Now elements, what are the elements are in this equation? We can see hydrogen and oxygen. See, in products also we can get hydrogen and oxygen only. We can see hydrogen and oxygen and no other element in this equation, like nitrogen, phosphorus, no other element in this equation. So hydrogen and oxygen. On the left hand side, see how many hydrogens are on the left hand side. See, H2 means 2 hydrogens. Yes or no? H2 means 2 hydrogens. We shall write hydrogens on left hand side are 2, and RHS, see right hand side, you can see H2O, that means H2O, 2 hydrogens are balanced. Yes or no? Now next, O means oxygen. See in the, what we can tell, reactants, O2 means oxygens, there are 2 oxygens in the reactants, means left hand side there are 2 oxygens. Now but see, oxygen in the right hand side, means products, there is only 1 oxygen, means there should be 2 hydrogens, that's balanced. But oxygen in the reactants, it is 2 oxygens, and in product there is only 1 oxygen. That means we should balance this equation perfectly. Now let's think, what can we do? Let's write this equation again. H2 plus O2 gives rise to, look at here, while balancing a equation you should not write here 2, you should not write downside 2. You can add some 2 at a multiply on the main side, means adding on H, hydrogen or oxygen. If you don't know how to balance the equation and you are seeing a video, that means H2 and O, you can write here 2, then the equation is balanced. No, you should not tell like that. You cannot write 2 here. You should write only 2 here if you want. I want oxygen here are 2 and here is 1. So I can write here 2H2O, means hydrogens 2 on this side. But look at here, 2, here 2 hydrogens, and again here 2 hydrogens. 2 hydrogens, again 2 hydrogens. Means here we are getting 4 hydrogens and 2 hydrogens on the where? Left hand side. That means reactants. On products we are getting 4 hydrogens. And see oxygens, 2 oxygens, 2 oxygens. Oxygens are balanced now, but hydrogen is not balanced. Now we can think, if you write here 2, what happens? See, 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens. Let's write it again. 2H2 plus O2 gives rise to 2H2O. I think this is the equation. See, hydrogens, 2, 2, 4 hydrogens we have here. See in the product side, 2, 2, 4 hydrogens. It is balanced. Next, oxygens, 2 oxygens we have in the left hand side. See in right hand side, 2 oxygens. 4, sorry, 2 oxygens are in left hand side and right hand side. 4 hydrogens are in left hand side and right hand side. So this equation is 100% completely balanced. See, let us recall what we had done here. First, we wrote what are the elements in the given equation and how many elements are in the left hand side and right hand side. We wrote in a tabular form, and we knew that we should not add anything on the downside or here the place here. We should add only on the equal side of the hydrogen, oxygen, or elements like that. See here also I added here, not here downside, but I added 2 near the hydrogen, not downside. Okay, we counted same again, but we got 2 hydrogens less in reactants, so we added 2 in the reactants. Now the equation is balanced perfectly. Let's do another example somewhat bigger than this. Okay, see I wrote a equation here. C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2O. Okay, let's balance this equation. First, let's see, is the equation balanced or not? Okay, now we have here 3 carbons, and in product side we have only 1 carbon. We should balance carbons, or we shall write table like this. It might be easy. Okay, elements, I am writing shortly ELE, LHS, RHS, left hand side, right hand side. Now the elements are carbon is there, hydrogen is there, and oxygen. 3 types of elements are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Okay, carbons in left hand side, how many carbons are there? 3 carbons. And hydrogens in left hand side, how many? 8 hydrogens. Next, oxygens, how many oxygens? 2 oxygens. Next, in right hand side, carbons, how many carbons? Only 1 carbon. Next, hydrogens, how many hydrogens? 2, only 2 hydrogens. Here only 1 carbon, here 2 hydrogens. Now last, oxygen. Here 2 oxygens are there, and here we can get 1 oxygen. 2 plus 1, 3 oxygens. All are not balanced. We should balance all those things first. Okay, first we shall balance carbon. See, here we can get only 1 carbon, but here 3 carbons. So C3H8 H8 plus O2 gives rise to, here we can write 3 3CO2 means 3 into, here we can get 1, 3 into 1 3 carbons, here 3 carbons plus H2O. I think these carbons are balanced. Okay, I think those carbons are balanced perfectly. Now next we shall balance hydrogens. Here we can get 8 hydrogens, but here only 2, means by multiplying something by 2 we get 8. Yes, that's true. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. That means if we add here 4, we can get 8 hydrogens. That means C3H8 plus O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus, here 4H2O. Yes or no? 4H2O. Next, count the oxygens first, because here we wrote 3 and here we wrote 4. Oxygens might be increased. So here on the product side we shall count oxygens. 3 into 2, 6 oxygens here, 4 oxygens here. Yes or no? Means total 10 oxygens, but we have only here 2 oxygens. By multiplying something by 2 we get 10. What is that number? Yes, you are correct. 2 5s are 10. That means here we can write 5. C3H8 plus 5O2 gives rise to 3CO2 plus 4H2O. Okay. Is this equation balanced or not? Let's count. Carbons, 3 carbons, here 3 carbons. Okay, balanced. Next, hydrogens, here 8 hydrogens, here 8 hydrogens, balanced. Next, here 10 oxygens, here 10 oxygens, balanced. This is the correct chemical balanced equation. I think you can understand. If you want more questions like this, you can get link in the description box given below, and also subscribe to my channel Praveen Karlapudi. Thank you.